Good evening and welcome to GFBC Kids News. I'm Noe. Winter is officially here, but before we start to look forward to what's to come in 2025, let's look back at what's been going on throughout the fall. On October 4th, we held our annual Mother-Son Adventure Night for our K4 to 5th graders. It was a fun-filled evening. Our theme was Mother Dude Perfection. Moms and sons were treated to an evening filled with food and crafts. They then made their way to the sanctuary for a special live overtime episode. Also in October was parent-child dedication. During this milestone moment, 16 babies were dedicated to the Lord between both services. Pastor Kevin spoke a word of encouragement over these families and led our congregation through a time of prayer for these babies and families. It was such a special time. And who could forget the trunk and treat on October 30th? It was a beautiful evening filled with games, trunks, and lots of candy. A huge thank you to everyone involved in making Trunk and Treat a success. On November 3rd, we had our gospel presentation for 1st to 5th graders. During their life groups, these students had the gospel presented to them using the bridge method that uses Romans 6:23 to explain what the gospel is. Another successful year of Operation Christmas Child is in the books. Our church brought in more than 1,000 shoeboxes. We were also an OCC collection site, where 39,730 shoeboxes were collected. That's over 39,000 gospel messages sent to children across the world. The annual Kids Praise Christmas show was on December 4th. Our preschoolers opened the show, followed by our 1st to 5th graders, and they all did a fantastic job. And finally, we held our annual Christmas movie night on December 17th. It was a great night filled with Christmas carols, games, crafts, and Bluey Christmas episodes. What type of winter should we be expecting? Will there be any snow? We'll be right back after this break with a look at your winter weather outlook.
Weather outside is frightful, but the fire is so delightful. But as long as you love me so, let it snow, let it snow, let it snow.
Nothing melts away the cold like a delicious hot bowl of Campbell's soup.
Let it snow, let it snow, let it snow.
Campbell's makes everything.
Welcome back to GFBC Kids News and welcome to the weather segment. We are going to take a look and see what the patterns are showing for the winter months. Are we going to get snow or not? I know that's a big question. It's been a while since we've gotten a lot of snow, so let's see if we can answer some of those. We're going to start off by taking a look at the radar, and as you can see, not a lot of rain. We had an incredibly beautiful weekend. We had sunshine in full force. It was a little bit cold. There were some mornings where there was some frost on the grass and on the cars, anything left outside. But overall, a picture-perfect weekend for those cold weather lovers. Also, taking a look at that, we are going to continue to have temperatures in the 50s and later this week going up into the 60s. Now, we may not get to 70 degrees, but we're going to get close to it. So it may be a little bit warmer Christmas than a lot of you maybe thought it would be. But overall, a very beautiful. There are some chances of some showers, but nothing major. Now, this map right here is the 8 to 14 temperature outlook, and it shows us kind of what are we looking at as far as temperatures. Are we going to be above average or below average for this time of year? As you can see, we are in that bright red, so we are going to be above average temperatures over the next few weeks going into 2025. So it's going to be cold, but not as cold as it could be. We're going to have temperatures close to, like I said earlier, close to the 70 degree mark as we get ready to start 2025. So the whole country basically is in that same pattern too, where we are going to have above average temperatures. So we come to the question now, what about snow? So unfortunately, we're not going to have a white Christmas, and actually, the month that we get the most snow here in Alabama tends to be in February and March. And so if we do have any snow, I would guess that it would be around that time frame, February or March. We're looking at this map right here, our seasonal precipitation outlook. This tells us what the chances are of having some snow. And for you snow lovers, you're going to want to have to turn around for this, because this right here is showing that we have low chance of getting some snow this year. So not as high. The weather patterns don't favor a big snowfall where you can go outside and make snowballs or build a snowman. I don't think we'll get any of that. If anything, there may be a day come in February or March where we get a little bit of snow, But I could be wrong. We may get a day where we get a lot of snow. You just never know with weather in Alabama. So that's a look at the weather and our weather pattern for the winter months coming up ahead. We're going to take a break, and when we come back, we're going to cover sports and look to see what's ahead at GFBC Kids.
When severe weather strikes, James Spann is who we turn to.
He is very, very experienced at what he does. He's very dedicated to it, and he knows exactly what he's talking about.
He just seems like he's a real down-to-earth man.
When you watch him, you feel like you know him.
By him being involved in the community, he feels what people need. Doing the storm alert tour was wonderful, I thought, because that sort of gives people a chance to go out and ask questions about severe weather.
I've got confidence in James Spann.
The Upward basketball and cheerleading season is officially underway. The season began on December 7th. Upward basketball and cheerleading is offered to boys and girls in 1st to 6th grade. Teams practice 1 day a week at the South Campus Family Life Center. Upward basketball and cheerleading season runs from November through February. It won't be long until GFBC baseball and softball is back. Baseball is offered to boys ages 5 to 12 years old, and softball is offered to girls ages 5 to 12 years also. Teams practice 1 day a week at the baseball and softball fields at Upward Park, and the season runs from March through May. Spring registration begins in January, so if your child is interested in baseball or softball, be sure to follow GFBC Sports Ministries on Facebook to stay up to date with the latest information. We're going to take one last commercial break, but don't go anywhere. We'll be back with some things to look forward to in 2025.
The car that transcends time. The Back to the Future DeLorean. Travel back to the dawn of time, where adventure roams free. Experience the age of discovery and revolution. Race through the wild frontier, where legends are born. Witness the birth of modern industry and innovation. Cruise through the golden age of rock and roll. Relive the era of synthwave and neon dreams. And drive into a future only you can imagine. The Back to the Future DeLorean. Time is what you make of it.
Welcome back to GFBC Kids News. There's a lot going on over the next few months, and we want you to know about it. Kids Praise returns on Wednesday, January 8th. Choirs for preschool meet in the GFBC Kids Kingdom building, and 1st to 5th graders meet in the choir suite at the North Campus. For more information, visit gfbc.com/kids. Come preview the VBS 2025 theme, Flashback in Time. Join us as we journey through history and discover that Jesus is the same yesterday, today, and forever. VBS preview event is open to anyone interested in helping with VBS or to those just curious about VBS. Make plans to join us on Saturday, January 11th at the North Campus from 11 a.m. to 3:30 p.m. Lunch will be provided, and make sure to register at gfbc.com/kids. Also, save the dates for VBS 2025. Vacation Bible School is June 2nd through the 6th from 8:45 to 12 p.m. Join us on January 26th after the 10:50 service for an information meeting about our milestone retreat to Jonathan's Creek in Kentucky for Crossings Camp. Open to kids completing 2nd to 5th grade, this unforgettable experience is set for July 24th through the 27th, 2025. If you're interested in sending your child to camp this upcoming summer, make sure to attend this meeting on January 26th. Our annual Dad-Daughter Banquet is back. It will be on Friday, February 7th, 2025 at the South Campus. This event is for daughters in K4 to 5th grade and their date. Be on the lookout also for more information coming in January. Join us in prayer for our schools. Every Thursday throughout the winter and spring, the GFBC Kids staff visits our students at their local schools during their lunchtime. We like to call it Kids Lunch. Stay tuned to our social media pages each Thursday to see which school we will be at that day, and join us in prayer. Parent-child dedication is coming up. Don't miss this milestone moment in your child's life. This is a special time to make a commitment before God, your church, and your family to raise your child in a Christ-centered home. You may choose from one of the following options: Sunday, February 16th, during the 9:15 or 10:50 service, or on Wednesday, February 19th at 6:30 during Oasis. Visit gfbc.com/kids and scroll down to the parent-child dedication section to sign up. Well, friends, this brings us to the end of this newscast. But remember that you can connect with us and stay up to date with what's going on at GFBC Kids by following us on Facebook, Instagram, and of course, here on YouTube. We also have a monthly newsletter that features a calendar of events, birthdays, devotions, and more. You can pick up a physical copy at any one of our information desks or access a digital copy. Link will be in the description. Thanks again for joining me. This has been Noe Chavez. Until we meet again,